drink is America. Like, that's how they should explain this. American coffee. It's the size of my face.
It's bigger. Yeah.
Dude, it's bigger than my face. Shut up. You're the worst, Nicole. Let me just get some of this real quick. You'll be happy once I do this.
Is that your first of the day?
I've been up since 4:45 a.m. Yeah, I went to work out this morning. I don't know why I decided to do that.
Allison D'Souza from Singapore.
Singapore. It's cool.
So one of the interesting things about in the movie that we learned is that there's this actual rule about sororities not being
able to party,
but it's fraternities are, which just is like horrible.
Yeah.
What was your reaction when you found out that was a real thing?
Well, I actually called one of my best friends when I found out, Mia, who goes to USC and she's in a sorority. And I was like, "Is it true?" Because I was like, or are they just kind of making it up for, comedic relief, and just a good plot? And then Mia told me that no, like technically they can have parties, but they're mixers. They can only have mixers and socials and balls, but they can't have parties. They can't just unlawfully have a party, which blew my mind, and that made me, on top of this idea that I really wanted to be a part of a comedy with Seth and them, it just made it much more interesting for me to have a social relevancy behind it.
And there's a scene early in the movie where you and the other girls talk about coming from Harvey and it felt kind of rapey.
Yeah.
That's also, Nick was saying that as a father of two daughters, that was something that was really important for him. Was that important for you as well?
Yeah, there's a reason I don't go out still. Like, I don't go to parties like that because I find them unsafe. I have a lot of friends who have been taken advantage of. I have a lot of people I know that have been taken advantage of in settings like that, especially at colleges. And, it's unfair that we can't do the same level or take in the same amount of alcohol as boys can and not be taken advantage of, or not just have someone, call us sloppy and this and that when guys are doing the same thing and they don't get criticized for it.
What was the appeal of this character, and is it important? How important is it for your characters to put forward a positive image of women on screen?
It's pretty important for me. I made the decision when I was pretty young that I wanted to stand up for the type of woman that I am. I grew up with 4 older brothers, and I never really had a time in which I was put down comparatively in my family with them. Like, no one ever listened to them more than me or respected them more than me, besides the fact that they were older than me. But it was never based on gender, and I wanted to make that prevalent in my job, that, there should never be a difference between genders. It should be gender neutrality, and we should never put one above the other for the simple reason of we're two different sexes.
And you've been, very outspoken about, wanting to promote gender equality.
Yep.
Have you had people come up to you, girls and women come up to you and say that you've made a difference? Or
yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I've had so many adult women and young women come up to me and be like, just thank you for standing up for what you believe in and being there for gender equality. And gender neutrality is really my new main thing, is the fact that it's neither here nor there. I mean, it's it's not femininity over masculinity. It's not paternity over maternity. It's equality in the sense that it's neutrality. A mother can be a father can be a mother, and switch off on gender roles. And I think we put too much emphasis now on the idea of feminism compared to anti-feminism.
I know you have 4 brothers.
Yeah.
Did you ever, when you were growing up, sort of really long to have a sister? And do you have someone who's close to?
Oh yeah, I have a few people in my life that I definitely look at as a sister kind of view. But my brothers are very special. I have 2 gay brothers and 2 straight brothers, so I kind of get a little bit of sister in there too.
And what sort of neighbor are you? Are you a good neighbor? Have you ever had?
I'm a crotchety neighbor. I call the cops on people. Really? Yeah, and people never expect this of me, but I call the cops a lot. There was a point in time when I lived around LA, the closest police station actually knew my name and my phone number, and they knew that whenever I was calling, they knew they would literally pick up the phone and go, "Hi, Chloe, how are you?" I'd be like, there's kids and they're being really loud and raucous and they're parking their cars in front of my house. And then they'd be like, "Okay, we'll send a cop." And then I'd literally watch like 4 cops roll up and like break up a teenage party. It was great. But then actually, crazy story, I haven't told this one yet in any of the interviews. I called the cops on this party once, and one of my friends got arrested for underage drinking, and I knew the person, and I never told him that it was me who called the cops.
Did you know he was at the party?
No, I didn't know, but I got him arrested.
Ouch.
I forgot about that. That's funny.
That's a great story.
Oh my
Thank you so
God,
much
good
for
seeing
your
you.
work. Bye.
Thank you.